Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcore Guides, bringing my guide for Uncharted Drake's Fortune on Crushing Difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 22 entitled Showdown. This is the last chapter of the entire game, and this is going to be the final boss fight. So I hide over here, and I'm pretty much just I'm not using the actual cover. I'm not hitting circle. I'm just standing, just standing behind it instead, and just waiting for these guys to pop out of the corner, and then shoot them down with a shotgun. Usually takes about like 2 to 3 shots to kill, depending on how far they are. So that part, not too bad. Just make sure that that second guy, if he starts to run out, you want to make sure you get him quick. Alright, jump over the boxes, and as soon as you jump over the boxes, run back to this spot right here, take out this guy, and when you can't see anybody else, just jump back on top of the box, and this guy will usually be behind that box, so take him out. Then, these guys will spawn in, run back, and take them out as you see fit, of course. It should go without saying, but use the M4 here. The shotgun will probably not be as effective, I feel. But this technique just pretty much just saves you the trouble of having to hide behind these boxes itself and end up having them get destroyed and just basically wasting your cover. So how Navarro works is he'll shoot like a couple of times, just kind of randomly. It's not really random, it's just like a weird pattern shot thing he has. You'll see it at the final area. But whenever he locks onto you, if he shoots you, you're pretty much dead. Press circle, avoid that, and immediately get behind cover. Behind this one. Wait for Navarro to shoot his fourth shot. Wait for him to aim in. Then take out one guy at a time. If you can get a few shots in, go ahead, but watch out for that fourth Navarro shot. If you're low on health, just, duck back down. If you got a guy just, standing out in front of the open area, just blind fire him a little bit. After a while, go ahead and switch between covers. But those two boxes to the right, just switch between those two. And when they've gotten shot enough times, or like 3 times, I think, then you're going to want to hop over to the next piece of cover next to you, to the left. After the first wave is done, grenade launcher guy will spawn like you saw there earlier, and then now we're actually going to do the final boss fight itself. Not too difficult, really. It's actually probably one of the easiest final bosses of any game, to be fair. So here we go. Alright, immediately start tapping circle so you can get into this cover. Wait for Navarro to shoot twice, wait for him to look down, and then he'll fire and break the box. Shoot twice. There you go. Breaks box. Once again, shoots twice. He breaks box this time. Run up, press square, triangle, and then square in that order. Mainly whenever the triangle square prompts show up on screen. Now here's a tricky part. You're going to want to hold up on the analog stick immediately in that cutscene. Just hold up, run up, press square, and then go in for the brutal combo and finish off Navarro for once and for all. Alright. And there we go. That's the end of Uncharted 1. So now it's time for the fun part that everybody's been waiting for. What's next? What's the difficulty like? Did I enjoy it? Whatever, yada yada. First things first, I took quite a break because I was working on Let's Play stuff. So that's why there was no videos. And I'm going to be honest, I was getting kind of tired of that specific chapter I was doing. And for some reason I felt, quote unquote, kind of bored of Uncharted 1. And as soon as I came back, it all came back to me again. I'm like, I love this game. This game's great. So, in terms of good game, yes, still a very good game. In terms of difficulty, 3 out of 10. I don't think this game's that hard. It's really just a matter of positioning and management when it comes to enemies that, appear. There are a couple chapters I would argue that kind of probably would knock it up to a 4, but those chapters are so far in between that it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme. For the most part, this game is relatively pretty simple, even on crushing, because you do actually have quite a bit of life. Yeah, I did die quite a few times, right? I did die quite a bit, but even then, I would still say it's not nearly stupidly hard. So I would give it a fair shake of saying maybe like a 3. You know what? We could pop up to a 4. We could probably pop up to a 4, actually. Okay, it's either a 3 or 4 out of 10. It's not anything super hard, but I remember it always being the hardest of the Uncharted back then. But nowadays, I don't know. It's actually pretty easy. That whole shoulder swap cover system thing works wonders, That's a great thing to have. And I think Uncharted 1 is the only one that really utilizes it anyway. You can even just beat the game without brutal combos too. It's crazy. But that's all, good and well. Now we need to talk about the next games in question. So next up is Evil West, and I'll be doing some practice runs on that here soon. And you guys will probably get to see some content coming your way a little bit more often this month. But at the end of this month, September 30th, Silent Hill F releases, and I will be doing nothing but playing that. I won't be socializing on most things at all. I won't be looking at a lot of stuff. I'm going to keep that as spoiler-free as I possibly can, and just kind of keep away from, the idiots of the internet trying to ruin games for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And there will be a break for Turd Monkey. Turd Monkey will be taking a couple-week break, but I might end up starting at some point either next month or maybe even sometime this month, might be doing some streaming thing. I'll let you guys know when that happens. There'll be like a Turd Monkey X Hardcorean stream where I stream all of the games, or at least Generation 1 worth of games I've done to Hardcorean on Turd Monkey, because that's the streaming channel, technically speaking. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. Either a 3 or 4 out of 10. I'm going to go back and look at some other games I've done and look at their difficulties first, and then compare them, and then make that my median. So next up for Uncharted is Uncharted 2, and we should be doing that hopefully this year. And right now, currently as it stands, next up is Evil West on Evil difficulty. Then after that, I'm hoping, if I do it well enough, it will be Batman Arkham Asylum, no upgrade run. Maybe even possibly, if I push it hard enough, a no damage run with it, but we'll see. Then after that, it should be Uncharted 2. That's how I think I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of go back between Batman, possibly. So, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time for my next guide. And of course, as always, take care, everybody.